General. Let's make a load, huh? Way out on a lake. New road, pretty bumpy. We're gonna pull on down to the lake. We're gonna have a front end loader fill us up. Then we gotta run back. I don't know, it's kind of a one of the longer hauls we've done. But it's probably a little over a mile, maybe 2.
Dirty water, shoulder up. There you go through Georgia. You put more on it if you want me to. Yeah.
Pretty fucking rough. If the video cuts off, I'm gonna load it up anyway, but we're gonna try and film a whole run for you. Pulling down onto a lake.
Flip around and keep my doghouse out of the way.
We'll be loading on the right side. Keep the snow blowing off of our windshield a little better. We take this load of snow back down to the blade, man. We got water trucks putting out water, and the snow goes on top of the water. It gets bladed out. Hopefully a lot smoother than that shit we just did.
And that other big barrel's off the heater there. I want you to pull up where that tire is next to that heater, so for when the tire man has this here, you can have heat to get that off.
Bring us the heat. Oh, shit. You gotta keep your speed down to a minimum on these lakes, especially when you're passing another loaded truck. Haven't seen any open water yet. We're going to try to keep it that way.
I think that'll work for now. Go out on the road and just start flooding. You'll see where Mitchell was working. Roger, up past that rock truck. Yeah. Preferably on the your right shoulder. Make sure that's flooded real good. Copy. Water tonight. Snow's thick out there.
Hard to hear that fucking horn sometimes. A lot of loaders will fucking flash their lights. It's a much better signal. You get to rocking and rolling in the truck, the fucking truck downshift, fucking radio go off at the same time. That's when they honk their horn. And you can't fucking hear it, then they get mad at you. But this loader luckily has a lot louder horn than the one we were working with yesterday, man. I turned the camera on right. Y'all have to check the time, but I mentioned when we pulled down on the lake, so we'll see how long a whole run, one run, not down and back, but one way. Neutral, park and brake. When he gets about on the third or fourth load, I hold the brake, take the fucking e-brake off so I can, ain't nobody behind me, but You want to get out of the loader or excavator, whoever's loading you up. You want to get out of their way as soon as you can, because they got a lot of work to do, even when we're not here, you know. Scooping up shit, getting everything straight, figuring out where they're going to go next. First run we came in, we loaded on the left, and the snow was blowing real hard on everybody's windshield, so now we're loading on the right. Good loader man will fucking keep you straight like that. If anybody wants to send me some baking soda, I would really appreciate it, because man, Tuesdays I work the night shift, right? So you wake up, you go to eat breakfast, well, fuck, it's Taco Tuesday. Don't nobody want to go to work in the morning. I mean, it's really nighttime, you know, but nobody want to fucking go to work after eating fucking tacos, I tell you that. I got indigestion like a motherfucker. I don't take Tums or any of that. The best thing to do is take baking soda, just a little bit in some water. Honk, honk, let's go. All right, 6:39. Let's see how long it takes to go. We take it 5 miles an hour or under on this open lake. You can see the ice ain't that fucking deep, or ain't that thick, you know. Up here on the main road, the first couple thousand feet is pretty rough, so I take it easy, but then it smooths out. We all got names and numbers, but I'm new, so most people don't know. You can't see the numbers on the trucks. You can kind of tell who's talking to you because the signal is the loudest and the clearest. That's how you know they must be talking to me. You hear somebody call for a rock truck and it's kind of faint or whatever, kind of quiet, that's another crew problem. A lot of the loaders, they don't got microphones. A lot of the blades don't got no radios and shit, so we do blinker signals and all that kind of stuff. Flash the lights, honk the horn, pull up on the side where the blinker is blinking. Pretty simple shit. Yesterday the guy had a short in one of the blinkers. He was waiting for me to come up on his left side, and he said, side with the blinker, side with the blinker. Well, the fucking blinker wasn't on, you know. He got mad at me, but luckily there was another guy. He said, no, your blinker's not working. We're way up this road. I can't remember what all the lakes got numbers, you know. I don't remember what the fuck this number is, but as long as you
go ahead and start watering the dry stuff from my blade on.
Yeah, see, watering the dry stuff. That's the snow's been put down. That's called the dry stuff. You're gonna put some water on it. By the time I get there, there'll be a good layer of steamy water. Put my fucking load of snow in it. Alright, we're coming off the lake onto the main road. But it is fucking rough. This first maybe, I don't know, 1,000, 1,500 feet, something like that. Hope everybody enjoyed that short 3-minute video yesterday of me on lunch, you know. The Northern Lights, they're out pretty much all the time. But I was really hoping that they would be out good so I could get some footage for everybody, you know. And I tell you what, as soon as I got out and turned that camera on, they come alive, man. And when I got done, got back in the truck, I watched and they faded away. So that show was just for us, you guys. Pretty good. A lot of the old people, they used to tell us if you whistle at the Northern Lights, they'll come down and get you. Well, most of us young guys, we figure, come and get us, man. So we always try to whistle at the lights, but you see the northern lights, you stare at them and you whistle at them, they'll dance more for you. They'll come down real close. And I guess if you're worthy, they'll take you. But you know, a lot of the old people, they were scared of that, you know, but I think you'd be lucky if the northern lights come down fucking take you home to the Great Spirit, huh? Got a lot of fucking traffic on this road. There's 2 pump houses where the water trucks are getting water pumping out of the lakes. And there's about four rock trucks on my crew. And then you got a couple foremans and pickup trucks running back and forth, just making sure shit's going like it ought to.
I still got some left where you want it. You can just rewater it.
Just take it nice and easy. Try not to hit no bumps, and sure as fuck don't go off the fucking road. When you pass a foreman truck, you gotta know which foreman it is, you know, because some foremen like you to slow down, play it safe. Other foremen, they want to fucking see you fucking rip by them, man. Fucking get the fucking next gear and go, go, go. But out on this lake, as rough it as is, especially in this area, I just keep it nice and slow. Better safe than sorry. That ain't necessarily the fucking company motto, but that's my motto. We work 7/12s. Minimum that you do before a break is 6 weeks, but sometimes you can get away with doing more than that before they make you leave. But the season, what I'm doing will probably end maybe April. It's January 9th, I think, right now, maybe the 10th. I don't know. When you work the night shift, it's hard to fucking know what day it is, you know. Because it's one day when you wake up and it's the next day when you get off. We all gotta fucking ask each other, what fucking day is it? I gotta get me a watch with a date on it. I got a Bulova. I can't remember the model number, but it's I like them square watches. Mine ain't got no battery, you know, it self-winds. I always figure, especially you're in the woods or you're out here in the middle of nowhere, fucking watch battery go dead, what the fuck you gonna do then? You got nothing. So I like them self-winding watches, you know.
Why don't you guys go get through and then get turned around and maybe out here?
We get to a little bit smoother part of the road.
Alright, I'll get turned around. We're going down to somewhere else. I'm going to be right there where you're sitting.
Ed at Rebels, Reptiles, and
I feel
Games.
like it's some water in here.
Ed, I just wanted... Ed, I just wanted to say again, man, I really appreciate you, you know. You know what you told me. I appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Gary's Grails. Hope you're doing good. Geek Strong. Hope you're doing good, my friend. I'm not a completist as far as collecting lines in any manner, you know. So I understand what you mean when you didn't want to get into that He-Man Ninja Turtle, but I think a couple of them I might have to get. For some reason I like that Leonardo and I like that Raphael. Of course, I think that Raphael's in like the next wave or something, but we've seen him. He's got that fucking like spiked fucking mace on a chain. That's fucking cool, man. And I think a lot of them figures would work real good for customs, you know? I mean, they got a lot of cool accessories. They got all the little cool armor pieces you can take off. I definitely like that mutated He-Man. He looks fucking cool. Ed, you could do another slime pit and do a purple one. You know, that'd be cool. And I think that Leonardo's pretty neat too, man. I think that Leonardo's fucking cool, but I don't like that Mouser trap jaw. You know, I was never into Mousers, and it's like a deluxe thing. I ain't gonna do that. And the Man at Arms, I think he's fucking cool, but I don't think they didn't go enough Ninja Turtle on the fucking. You know, I think they phoned that Man at Arms kind of in. You know what? He's got like a turtle shell for a shield. That ain't no fucking crossover. You know. Now the Raphael Man at Arms, that makes sense. You know, but like they did the mutated He-Man. Why not do a mutated Man at Arms? That what crossover is there from Ninja Turtles to anything than fucking, you know, what do they call it? Animal morphic fucking beings or whatever, mutations. So I don't know. The Man at Arms is kind of phoned in. I don't like it. But that fucking mutagen He-Man, it looks fucking cool, man. When I get close to where I need to go, I need to turn the radio back up in case they start calling me for something. 17 minutes. Man, see, it's a 10-minute drive down this road. I'm doing 18 miles an hour. Just trying to keep it safe, you know. The road is good, but I think we're on an open lake. I really don't know. But you're supposed to keep it 5 miles an hour on the lake, so. When we get up here closer after this hill, I'm bumping up to 20. Snow don't weigh that much, you know, so you don't got to worry too much about like when you're loaded, you got to be careful because you're fucking. I'm driving a 740 Caterpillar, and the capacity is like 60 tons. You know, it's a rock truck. It's made for rocks, but you know, you fill this bed up with dirt, wet dirt, it gets pretty heavy. You fill it up with snow, it's not so bad, you know. We got a little percentage gauge. We got a little percentage gauge, you know, and like when you back up, you go to dump, you don't want to be over 4%. I just looked, you know, my first day they taught me that. You don't want to be over 4% when you're hauling heavy shit because you'll tip over. I was hauling some dirty snow yesterday. The snow's not quite as heavy, so I was chancing it. I was going up to about 7%. If you can run that dump up real fast and kind of let it jerk, it'll drop a lot of load out before you get it all the way to the top. That's what you want to avoid. If your load's frozen in there or something and you're off balance, you load that fucker all the way to the top real slow and it's all up top, you'll fucking turn over. We don't need that. They'll be fucking sending you home. guys are doing. They're parked doing something, but they're you always want to make sure everybody's okay. I come up on a rock truck yesterday out in the middle of nowhere, halfway between the loads, sitting there with his flashers on. I could tell the truck was still running, but he didn't have a radio, so I had to stop, make sure he was okay, nothing wrong, having a fucking heart attack or some shit. He had a computer issue in his truck, so it shut down on him. I had to radio it into the foreman, but you gotta try to watch out for one another out here, you know. Which, there's a lot of young, cocky guys, there's a lot of young, cocky guys out here, you know, and they fucking, all they want to do is fight, fucking talk about all the fucking pussy they get, you know. I roll with them old guys, you know what I mean? Y'all know how I am. Alright, I gotta listen to this radio for a minute.
Go ahead and water that left side in. You just push down there, right?
We got some mechanics on the ground up here working on something. Oh!
Start there. For the front tire, just drive the rest of the lane for me. Good luck, ready to make one more pass through here. What you got right there? Let me just keep this little bit here.
We'll hold here until we get the flashing lights from the blade. Then we'll start moving forward, and then he should give us a blinker signal on which side he wants us on. He might call on the radio too, I don't know. But this is what old Lackey Baby does for 12 fucking hours a day, 7 days a week. Anybody with a CDL, or if you're part of the Teamsters, you want to fucking work, you can handle cold weather, let me know. I'll show you how to fucking fill out the ship. Six weeks on, 1 or 2 weeks off. We'll probably have to hold here for a minute. He just put down some fresh water, and he's got a lot of snow already. We just passed a rock truck pretty close to here, so he just dumped. I'm not sure if night shift gets a higher pay, but most places are like that, you know. Night differential, they call it. But I don't know if we do that here. Anybody who cooks or cleans, there's a company called ICE. Let me know in the comments. I can direct you. Like all the places we stay, they're like big hotels or small hotels.
Come on over here if you don't mind. Not falling behind you.
But they're looking for, cleaning ladies and maybe some janitors, and they're always looking for cooks. The pay's real good. I think they do 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off, but it's still 7 days a week. I know Gilster was looking for a new gig, but he's got family he's got to take care of, so he can't afford to work so far away, which I understand. Everybody knows I got 2 little kids, 2 and 3, and I hate being away from them, but you know, I'm doing this for them. I just hope I'm not fucking doing it for their fucking mom to fucking take all my fucking money. It's one of the reasons me and her didn't get along. She, you know, we were making about $5,000 a month. I was busy working. She was doing all the finances, and one day she come and said, "We need more money." And I said, "If we're running out of $5,000 a month, we need to go through our budget." You know, and then the answer to that was, "Oh, you don't trust me?" And it's like, well, I trusted you till you fucking said that, you know. But I love my babies, and I wouldn't trade the world for them, but a lot of the other stuff ain't so good. I drive with my window open most of the time. You see I'm in a t-shirt. It's about 10 below, and then we got maybe 16, 20 mile an hour wind. Dylan will have to drop in the comments what that is. 10 below with 15 mile an hour wind makes negative whatever, you know, with the wind chill. But you know, there's a lot of guys.
Sorry, Roger, come on up. Start jumping up one day. You can go ahead and free water just straight out, about 3 blade width wide.
I gotta wait for the flash. I don't think that was me he was calling.
Was that you, Russ? Yep.
I'm gonna start moving up though. 6, but it take quite a while to get everything settled. So we start slowing down and getting shit cleaned up and everything about 5:30. But all right, this has been your fucking commander-in-chief. I hope everybody's doing okay.
Lovely, just leave me alone. We got that box right here.
To all my rowdy friends, I hope everybody's okay. Geek Strong, Dandy, 1981, I appreciate the shout out on y'all's live. I've been missing a lot of shit, man. It's 3 hours difference from Alaska to where I was in Florida. And I work 6 at night to 6 in the morning, so. But all right. Everybody in the community, I appreciate you. Dylan, I love you, brother. Hope you're doing good. Miss everybody. I'll try to do a little chat with y'all this evening. And because I ordered a couple more things. It's your fault, Ed. I ordered that fucking Four Horsemen Mythic Legions fucking horse, the evil one with the wings, the purple one. I'm gonna put me a Darth Vader on it. But I got quite a few boxes sitting at the house, so whenever I do make it back to Florida, we'll have a super fucking unboxing. I'll try to do it live. It's more fun that way. Mark at Blue Harvest, I told that guy $10, you know, and I had to write it on a card, but then they redid it on another card. You have to do it, and then they fill it out. So I don't know if they missed a decimal or whatever, but
A little bit up there.
But hey, $23 ain't that fucking bad, man. You know, I paid $30 to ship it. You know, it's just that's the price of love, baby. That's the price of love. But it's okay. It's okay. Hey, you know what my old man always said? If you gotta ask how much it costs, you can't afford it. Remember that, you collectors out there. You gotta ask how much it costs. You can't afford it. Am I right? All right. I love everybody. See you on down the trail, baby.